Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Wednesday evening, another e-workshop, a Niltok Live e-workshop, and tonight it's all about one stroke. One stroke has been here ages and is probably a technique that will never leave, especially from the Nil Studio, as it enables you to create easy, fast, but absolutely stunning flowers. My guest this evening, Noemi Iba, came all the way from Sardinia in Italy, together with another Italian trainer, Victoria Schram, to show us her techniques. We already did an e-workshop last Monday for the Dutch viewers, and tonight it's going to be in English. And as you know, we will also do a voiceover in Italian, Spanish, German, and French. But tonight it's all English and about the one-stroke technique. Besides that, I of course have the winners of the challenge of Brenda of 2 weeks ago with the Shape Its. So I have 3 winners for you. We will not have a Dharma talk because we need the time to translate from Italian into English. We need every time that we can get. So no Dharma talk, we will do that 2 weeks from now. I also have the behind the scene footage of our new commercial, Selfies from Holland, and our new gel polish collection, and of course the commercial itself. So I have a fun evening for you ahead, so let's get started. Make sure you have pen and paper to make notes tonight because Noemi has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. And one of those tricks is how she mixes her one-stroke colors. That's what she will start with tonight. But first I would like to welcome Noemi, who unfortunately doesn't speak English, and of course Victoria, who speaks Italian, English, and Dutch. So a great duo for Nil Talk Live. Welcome in the show. And what do you have in store for us tonight?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Pepijn, for having us here. I'm here with Noemi, and tonight we will show you the one-stroke technique made with gel paints. These gels are made from Noemi. She's making it right in front of you. So the very first thing is this mix. And she's making it with the neon pigment rose. You can make with all of our pigments, but for this design especially, the rose will be the main center of it. So I think we will just start from that. The ingredients for our mix is pigments and extreme top matte. So let's start from it.
Yes, and you call it a neon rose, but it's actually neon pink.
Yeah, pink. Yeah, sorry. It's now like everything in my head, you know, Dutch, English, so.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, she's taking the pink neon pigment. And this is the extreme top matte.
And Noemi, do you always mix your own colors?
Yes, she does it because she would like to have every time the right texture and the right pigmentation. That's the most important thing. You need to have some mix that's not fluid, so it's a little bit dense, it stays in place. And when you draw, especially with the one-stroke technique, you need a lot of coverage. So you have to work thin, not more than 2 steps. That's why you see she's adding quite a lot of pigment in the liquid of the extreme matte. But of course, she already also have to text it a little bit. So you can start drawing. And if you see that there's something missing, like coverage or you cannot draw in the proper way, you can still work on this mix. So by adding a little bit of powder or a little bit of extreme matte.
Yeah, I have a question from Magda for Noemi. Do you store the colors that you mix in the palette box or in mixing jars, Noemi?
In questo momento l'ho preparato nella palette, però nella realtà io poi li ho preparati anche nel mio mix jar.
Yeah, so she did it right now on a palette to let you see, but yes, she stored it in the mixing jars. This one especially are made a month ago. So you can make it in advance. And yeah, the end result must be something quick because as Pepijn said, this technique is can be very fast. So if you make your mix in advance, in the salon it's way easier. It can be a little bit dry, so when you start working and you see that's too dry, you can add a little bit of extreme matte. It can happen.
Yeah, and I have a question from Gemma. Gemma is asking, the mixing of the pigment together with the extreme matte, does it need to become a little paste or does it need to be very fluid? Well, Gemma, you're actually using the pigments not only to color your extreme matte, but also to thicken the extreme matte. And what Noemi meant is after about a month, if you store it in the jar, it can become a little bit dry, feel drier. Just add a little bit of extreme matte to the mixture and it's totally fine again to continue painting. You do, however, Noemi, take it from the jar onto the palette if you start working with the one-stroke technique. Am I correct?
Lo prendi dalla mix jar e lo metti sulla palette, ovviamente.
Esatto, esatto. Posso prepararlo anche con la base and top per renderlo leggermente più fluido, però normalmente preferisco l'extremo matte. Se dovesse leggermente tendere a seccarsi, ad asciugarsi, posso aggiungere leggermente un pochino sempre di extreme matte.
Yes, you take it from the jar and you place it on your palette because you have to see if this texture is good. And then you will have, as we said, it can be a little drier. So she, as you can see, she adds a little bit of extreme matte.
Just a little bit next to it and just mixing it in there.
Yes, and she already also told me that you can make it also with the base and top. It can be done also with the base and top. It depends. She prefers the extreme matte because also when you work with nail art, if you're making a nail art, it's easier to see what you're doing. If when the product is cured, it comes out of the lamp and everything is matte. So yeah. We will see when we start working. Also, the background is made matte, and this way you will see it properly. Yes.
I have another question from Mia Marie from Sweden. Hello, Mia Marie. Can you also use a little bit of gel polish in the mix? Can you add in a little bit of gel polish?
You can, if you want to make a different variation of color, but always pay attention to the texture. You can also add a little bit of concentrates. For example, if you want something warmer, you can add the red concentrate. If you want something cooler, you can add the blue one. She is now preparing her palette to start working. So you have your mix, your color, and then you will have your liner gel white.
Yeah, and I have one more question from Elvira. Hello, Elvira. The dark color, which one is this? Well, the dark color is neon pigment purple mixed with extreme matte. And be careful of the texture. So, there's now liner gel white on the palette. We have the pink version and the purple version.
Yes.
Yes, that are the ingredients. Now she will start preparing her brush. These brushes are perfect for the one-stroke technique because you will have on your brush the two colors and you're making a movement to create the shade on your brush directly. So before start drawing on your nail. These strikes are to preparing the color.
And Noemi is using the angular brush for this from the flower brush set?
Yes, she likes, it's one of her favorites. And this one is especially made for bigger petals. So she will start her design with this one.
And now Noemi is not only blending it, but also saturating the brush.
Yes, exactly. You will need a little bit of product on it, so she's working it a lot. You can see a little bit that she's not staying in the same place. She's going a little bit upwards and downwards. And now to add a little more shade, she took a little bit of purple. So actually we have like 3 colors.
Yeah.
on our brush.
And what I remember from Monday is that you don't want a clear line of demarcation between white and pink.
Yes.
It really has to be a blend from purple to pink to white. All a blend. And that is what Noemi's doing by moving her brush a little bit up and down while going from left to right.
Yes, exactly.
Sì, è molto importante spostare assolutamente il prodotto in modo tale che non facciamo due barre di colore, ma andiamo a creare una buona sfumatura.
Yes, so she kind of repeated what Pepin said. She's moving her brush up and down to create the shade. It's really important to have the perfect shade already on the paper palette because you will not create it on the nail. You have to be like ready right now.
And I have a question for Monique. Wait 1 minute.
Yeah.
What is the difference between the flower brush set and the one-stroke detailer set? It's the size of the brush. These brushes are a little bit wider and bigger, but you're still able to create beautiful small flowers. And the one-stroke detailers are molto piccolo.
Sì, è molto più piccolo, però ha le setole, proprio anche perché è più piccolo, molto più rigide. Il flower invece ha delle setole più morbide e quindi riesce ad aiutarci nel movimento della one stroke.
Okay, so she, yeah, of course, size is a difference, but if she has to pick a brush, she will have the one that she's using right now because she thinks the hairs are more flexible. So actually, even if these brushes are bigger, if your technique is really good, you can also make small elements with this one. It's a little bit tricky, but with practice, you can do it. So the others are perfect to make really small stuff, but actually you can do them also with this one. So it's kind of a preference. She wants her hairs to bend a lot, so she prefers this one. But also the flowers, the one-stroke set is good.
Magda would like to invite you to do her voiceovers for her when she tapes videos, Victoria.
Thank you.
And Natalia gives Noemi a great compliment. Noemi is the queen of one stroke. And I know that, we know that, and you will find out.
Ok, iniziamo.
Let's start.
Yeah. Just go a little bit to the middle.
Un pochino più su.
Ok.
Yes.
Allora parto con il primo petalo.
Okay, so now she's making the first petal.
Movimenti molto leggeri.
Movements are really, she's not pushing much, but as you can see, her brush is entirely on the surface of the nail. That's how you create the perfect shading.
Yeah, and it's not a traditional one stroke in that it is one movement.
No,
It's small little steps.
exactly. The
Yes.
more your petal is big, the more they should be big, but yes, there are steps.
Ok. Facciamo un altro petalo, ci avviciniamo ma non lo tocchiamo.
Okay, the second petal will be really close to the first one, but they're not touching.
Yes, and Veronica asked, which brush are you using, please? Well, Veronica, this is from the Magnetic Nail Design flower brush set, the angular brush. Okay, we didn't cure yet. It's
No.
gel-based. It stays where we put it, where Noemi puts it. But we see it's very thin
Yes.
and already very beautiful.
Yeah. In these days, we were teaching to the Dutch trainers, and they find it really easy to work with the gel because they're not curing while drawing. So if you're a starter with this technique, it's better if you start this way, not with the master paint or something that dries with air.
Yes, and Imani is asking, hello, if you participated on the Monday e-workshop, I guess you'll have to make other sets than the ones from Monday. Is that correct? Yes, that's right. 2 different times of you have to
Yeah.
do your homework twice.
Yeah, of course. If I can say something about the homework, is that it's easier if you're a beginner to really check where the elements are, where the petals are directed, because it really changes the whole design. So really make a step by step with the video in front of you and check where they are in the nail and where they're going, because it's a huge difference. it's, you know, everyone wants to have a little of herself in the design, but to really learn this technique, I think it's easier to start just copying something and then maybe after adding something of yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's easier.
Yeah, I agree with you. Of course, the flower petals not only go like this, but they also move. So there is like air breathing through the flowers. And it's that sense of composition and harmony that you train yourself in when you copy. So I agree with you, Victoria. Very good remark. A fourth petal, is it a specific type of flower or is it just a flower?
It's actually, she says it's an easy one. We will see if it's easy, but yeah, it's a typical flower. It has multiple petals. Yeah, it's easy actually. Also, you have to be really focused to the shape. So maybe we will see later when it came out of the lamp that these petals have an upper part in the center that's higher and then a lower part. And also to the colors. Colors is also really important. Vero? I colori sono molto importanti.
I colori, allora la scelta ovviamente dello sfondo con la scelta dei colori ovviamente poi li rende più o meno vivaci.
Okay, so the color has to go with the background.
Sicuramente la one stroke è più popolare, è più semplice realizzarla con un fondo molto scuro.
It's easier when you work on a darker background.
Molto scuro perché nella parte interna si fonde con il fondo di colore e quindi in automatico non si vede eventualmente un errore.
Okay, so it's easier because the darker color, it's like going into the background. So if you make a little mistake, you cannot see it. But it's also very important when you start making some designs with overlapping or a lot of petals that you pay attention to the shade of the petals that say under others. That's really something you have to focus on. So as you can see, we're looking at it right now maybe. Yeah. As you can see, these are pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
She's now making another layer. So you always work in 2 layers to make it even.
Yeah, to make it even and a little bit more vibrant. The background color is the gel polish Popsicle, Elvira. And Petya from Bulgari says it's always a pleasure to watch how Noemi creates this. She makes it look so easy. But you're using the same colors now, Noemi. So the same colors. A a white, pink, and a little bit of purple.
Yes. The exact mix as before. She just worked a little bit with her brush on the paper palettes to have a little more product, but the mix is the same.
Ok, ripetiamo di nuovo l'operazione per andare a sistemare.
In this step, she's perfecting the shade and the shape also. Because you will see in the progress, you cannot. It's a lot difficult to retouch something that's done in the first layer. So you have to work a little with a little perfection.
Possiamo andare a riprendere la parte più esterna.
Okay, this is what I was talking about before. The center part is a little bit higher than the one on the sides.
Oh, you mean of the petal
Itself.
outward?
Yeah. In the center part, it's a little bit higher. And this way you give a little movement to the flower.
Yeah, I see it clearly now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. It takes you inside the nail.
Yeah. And when I was talking about direction, you see that all the petals are already going to one center. So if you draw a line in the center of the petal, they all go in the same direction. They all go to one center.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Henriette, of course, our Insta-fluencer, amazing nail artist, says, I need to try this mix, to mix these amazing colors so I can make this one stroke. I love this trick from Noemi. Well, we all do, Henriette, but I also want to try it. If I have time, I will try it.
Yeah, we understand it completely because when you have the right product, everything is easier. So you can say that it's not transparent at all, it's covering.
Yeah.
So that's what it's supposed to be. So if you see that something a little bit transparent and you don't get with 2 layers what you desire, then maybe you have to make your mix better. So a little bit more pigment, I think. That's if it's not covering, then you should add pigments.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long do you need to cure this every time? Because of course I learned that on Monday, but the layers have to be super, super thin, but you still need to give it a good cure.
So you have to cure it at least, if you want to overlap something, at least 1 minute. It has to be. Try to work with a new lamp, because otherwise you will have some problems when you're overlapping with new petals, because you will mix it again. So they have to be cured properly. From one layer to another, so we're working with the same petal, 30 seconds are good. But to go on top of it with something else, then 1 minute at least.
Okay. Noemi, I have a question from Imani. Is there a way to change the color of the mixtures? Right now it's rather limited because it seems only neon pigments really give that pigmented strong look. So what would you say if somebody wants a different type of color? What are the options?
Se volessi cambiare leggermente il colore, che cosa faresti?
Il colore del pigmento?
Sì.
Possiamo comunque miscelarlo anche con un po' di gel polish.
So gel polish, you can add a little gel polish.
Sì, perché comunque abbiamo una marea di colori, di sfumature di gel polish e quindi in combinazione con la polvere riescono poi a creare ulteriori colori.
So you can create more colors with gel polishes because we have a lot of really big selection of them.
Usare solo il gel polish non sarebbe possibile perché non mi consente di creare la sfumatura che voglio.
But only gel polish is not possible. You will not have the right shade, the right covering.
Quindi la combinazione della polvere con il gel polish è anche l'aiuto sicuramente dei concentrati.
So you can add to your neon pigments a little bit of gel polish, but also the concentrates.
In parte minore perché loro sono molto più fluidi, a me mi serve un prodotto un pochino più compatto.
But the quantity of it must be very little because otherwise your mix will get too fluid and it's not working in the proper way anymore.
Yeah, I have one more remark. I wanted to add something as well. You can also mix the neon pigments together, of course, to create custom shades. And when you use concentrate, you can use a lot less product to colorize your mixture than when you use gel polish, which is, of course, made to be applied in a covering coat. So it is a more a thicker but also less pigmented in order to make it fully cure in a full coat. The concentrates are made specifically to color gels. I have a question from Joanna. Hello, Joanna. The new gel polish colors are delicious. Yes, Joanna. And later on, I have the behind the scenes of how you made the commercial and the commercial. But it's perfect for tulip designs. Noemi, would a tulip a one-stroke tulip be easy?
Un tulipano in one stroke. È possibile? È facile?
È possibile?
You can do it.
Yes. È facile?
It's easy. She says,
È molto allungato, la difficoltà è nella lunghezza dello sviluppo di questo fiore. Io ci ho provato tante volte, è possibile, non è il fiore che preferisco.
Okay, she said that you can do it. It's a little bit tricky because it goes vertical. So the shape is, elongated.
Yeah.
That's why it's difficult. She tried many times, but it's not the easiest. You can try to do it, of course.
And Azra, of course, also a magnetic distributor, says to Noemi, "You are a great artist, my dear Noemi. Like your nails, love your nails." So a compliment from Azra. And Croatia and Jaap is also joined and says, "Good evening, Magnetic fans. I'm glad to see Noemi doing a demo in a favorite technique. She is a real artist, so have fun in watching her." Well, we are having fun in watching the great techniques of Noemi. So, and Magda is saying in the comments, "Let's do a tulip challenge." Well, first we have to do our normal challenge, and we'll go back to the next step.
Ok, andiamo avanti.
Ok. Allora, riprendo di nuovo il mio colore,
Okay, she's preparing again her brush.
però prendo un po' più di bianco.
Okay, this time, this is the tricky part,
Yeah?
because this time she worked with the product that she already had on the brush.
Yeah, so she didn't clean the brush?
No, but she adds just white.
A little bit extra white.
Yes. Now she starts from the center.
From that high point?
Yeah. And she's going to make this petal a little bigger by going on top of the one that's on his side.
So she uses the coverage and the vibrancy of the white color to intensify the fact that it covers it,
Yeah.
pulling it to the front and pushing the rest to the back.
Yeah, exactly.
This is beautiful. Beautiful.
It is beautiful, but it is tricky. And I will tell you about these tricky parts. First one, as you can see, she starts in the middle, but she's so good that you cannot see where she started.
Yeah.
And that's the first part that's tricky, because obviously this one is lighter, but you have to make the movements and push, as you can see she's doing right
Yeah.
now, push a little bit to what you already did, and then from there on, go to the other petal. The second part that's tricky is the position of it. You see, it's not going horizontal or in the same direction as she was doing before, but she's going a little bit down. And
Yeah.
that's because the lighter part must be on the darkest part of the petal that's on his side.
Underneath.
Yeah. If you go straight, you will end up in the lighter part again.
Yeah. So Aurora says, Aurora Cristela, wow, è fantastico. Well, I cannot find another word because it really gives it a 3D effect. Even though you see it's flat, you think, hey, how's that possible?
It has a lot of depth. Yeah, I agree. This step also, you can make it in 2 steps. So 2 layers.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Ok, lampada.
So give it a 30-second cure. I will tell them the homework.
Good.
Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Compiti.
What is your homework if you want to participate in this e-workshop of Noemi Iba from Italy? Make 2 sets of nails of at least 3 tips in which you play with different colors using the one-stroke technique. So 2 sets of 3 nails. So a nice little set to show also your clients, but a composition on 3 tips. You can use any shape or length ColourPop. You can also, of course, do this on natural nails. But I would like to, if I would do this, I would do it on ColourPop because then I can keep them with me to show my clients. So 2 sets of 3 nails. You have 2 weeks to complete your homework. The deadline is thusly set on the 19th of June. Upload your homework using the link that you can find in the album called One Stroke. If anything needs improvement, Jessica, of course our queen of nail art, will contact you and you will get another chance to participate. Do not forget to submit your step-by-step photos, but not more than 4, and the final photo showing all of your homework together. If you do that, you will get an amazing e-certificate, of course, to show the world that you've done a masterclass of one stroke with Noemi. But you also have a chance to win this amazing prize, the full new collection of the selfies from Holland. So not 1, not 2, not 3, but all 6 colors of the selfies from Holland. Extreme matte top gel, because without extreme matte top gel, you cannot make this, of course. The whole flower brush set and 2 different colors of the neon pigment, the purple and the pink. An amazing prize for an amazing challenge and an amazing artist. So enjoy creating that and doing that. Later on, I have, of course, the winners of the challenge of 2 weeks ago. That was done by Brenda, the Shape It, but that's a little bit later. And I have here a question of Gemma. The question of all questions: what can you charge for a one-stroke flower? So let's ask, what does Noemi charge for a design like this when she works on a client?
Il prezzo?
Punto dolente, ovviamente è un servizio che va fatto pagare perché si impiega un tempo abbastanza ridotto per quanto riguarda un nail art nel salone, però comunque dipende da quanto lo elaboriamo. Ovviamente se viene svolto su più unghie, però dipende sempre dai prezzi che loro tengono sul loro mercato, ma assolutamente va fatto pagare un
Okay.
prezzo superiore, assolutamente sì.
You obviously have to charge it, but it also depends on your market that's around you. Actually, so it goes from how difficult your design is, because actually it's not, it's pretty fast. But when you're adding a lot of petals, a lot of elements, it always, take more time. So I think it's better if you practice like the simplest one. As you said, Pepin, you can show the clients what you can make. So I would not show maybe, something really, really difficult if it takes time. But absolutely charge it. But yeah, she cannot say prices because it depends on the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a true answer. Of course, Nail Talk Live International caters to all of the markets throughout Europe, mostly, and the rest of the world, and prices vary. For instance, in Holland, a set of gel polish nails ranges between 40 and 50 euros. In Switzerland, this can be 80 euros, 60 to 80 euros, while in eastern parts, it may be cheaper. The important thing is that you do charge a reasonable amount for these types of nails, because it's an art form and you are investing your time and your technique also in practicing these nails. So you also have to calculate that. So I would recommend from here a price ranging from 7.50 euros to 15 euros for a design like this, and then adjust it slightly on the upper part of the lower part of the price range to fit into your country and your region. Prices is always difficult. You are the artist. You determine what your art is worth. Let's go to the next step.
Yeah, we're
Ok,
making another petal. As you can see, she turned the tip to work better, and it's the same thing that you can do with your client, so you can do it. This new petal
Yeah.
goes, it's embracing the other.
Oh, embracing.
Yeah, it's a difficult word, but you can see that pointy
Yeah.
that she made in the beginning. It just gives the direction,
Yeah.
and it says to us that this petal is going underneath, like
to the
back.
to the back.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say embracing.
If you do not have the flower brush set, with which brush can you work? Which brush can you use? You always need to use a flat brush. So a flat brush either flat like this, so a square flat, or like this one, an angular brush. And you always use the flat side of the brush, so angular or flat. That is what you use for one stroke.
ok, lo riprendo di nuovo, faccio sempre due passaggi.
She's making the second layer. As we said before, you always make 2 layers.
Yeah, but it
This one?
actually, it doesn't really cost extra time. It's just beautifying everything.
Yeah, it's to make it even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeating the same steps. Do we now have to focus on a specific part as we did with the middle of the petal, or is that?
I would say always.
Oh, just always focus
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah. Always focus on this direction of the petals, because that's really, really important. Yeah. And what's also important, if I would say something, you see, we always focus on the shape of the upper part of the petal, but actually you have to check also the lower part, if it's open or it's closed. We can see on this one that she's making, and the others also, you see the end part is, it's not closed, it's opened. And now she was showing you the direction.
Mm-hmm.
Aspetta, vai un po' più su.
Ok,
Sì.
diventa molto importante che loro...
You see, these lines always go to the same center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ok, scusa, ma lo ripeto.
She's perfectioning it, obviously, because she's a magnetic trainer and everything must be perfect. Yeah.
Ora mi preparo il pennello più piccolo.
Okay, she starts now working with the smaller brush. Same set, but the smallest one.
Yeah.
Again with the same colors.
But now, immediately with the 3 colors?
Yeah. She just took a white, a little bit of pink, and a little bit of purple.
And you already see that this is smaller also because what she does in the palette is smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. As you can see, she did just like 3 of this mix with the brush. So she's not using the entire palette. Sometimes you see it with one stroke technique. Everyone is working on the whole palette to check the brush. But actually, every time you work on another part of the palette, you lose a little bit of product.
Yeah.
So this is also important to always work on the same. So you will have always the right amount.
Okay, so what are you going to do now, Noemi? Make a second layer of petals or different petals, or are you correcting the petals, or
Okay.
what are you going? What will you do?
Cosa facciamo?
Ora facciamo la chiusura del petalo.
Okay. Now we're closing this flower. So we're making the petals, some petals that are closing with the others.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the flower petal is bending.
Yes, exactly.
This I remember from one stroke. I had a terrible time bending myself.
You see where she's working
Yeah.
on the darker part again. So she's not overlapping all the petals, but she works on just that one and putting the lighter part where the darker part is. If we did the first petal too light, this couldn't be possible.
That was just such a small thing, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
But it makes
yeah.
the world of difference. Beautiful. Monica Persson from Sweden, our distributor, is telling Noemi, Noemi, you are a real artist. I love all the nail art you create. Everything you do is perfection.
Perfezione.
Grazie.
She says thank you. And I
here
would
I
like to, I would like to say that every step you can cure. So she maybe to you she made a lot of steps
Yeah.
together without curing, but you can do it. There is no problem.
Okay, so now we have to focus because she's going to do something now.
Now she's closing the other petal. You see by doing these little steps how much movement this petal have.
Yeah.
If you do it just one line, you will not have this dimension, this movement. The more movement you create, the better will be your design. It will be not boring.
Irma says in the comments, it's just a technique how to put the brush, I see. Yes, that's correct. But trust me, it's not as easy as that when you start to do it yourself. But if you get a hang of it, it's actually just where you put the brush. You're correct.
It is. It actually is. If you really focus on her movements, she starts with the brush straight. She makes like a tiny line, tiny set. Then she starts bending her brush and she uses it flat. That's how she makes the drawing. And at the end, the brush ends up again straight, but that depends on the shape of the petal. Because this one, for example, they have a really typical shape. And you start with the line, you bend, and then you end with the line again. So it's really the movement of the brush.
Yeah, the position and the movement of the brush.
Yeah.
And I just adore watching this. So I'm going to hang over the desk again and see what she's going to do next.
Ok. Ripetiamo.
She's now making the second layer.
Oh yeah, of course, because we need to do the 2 coats.
Yeah. When you're doing this part, so when you work on the darker part of the flower, maybe it is really important to have like the right amount of white on your brush. What was a little difficult when doing these little tiny parts, it's having just the right amount of dark and light on your brush. And
Yeah,
now
with the
she's adding the
yeah.
last part.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
also going to bend.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, why not?
these parts are really interesting. They made it a lot of depth in the design.
Yeah, it turns the whole world upside down. Woof! All of a sudden there's a design. While this is curing, we're going to have a look at our new collection, Selfies from Holland, and I first have the behind the scenes for you. Gillian went together with Katri and our model to different places in Holland to film Selfies from Holland. Well, it's self-explanatory. Enjoy and see what happens behind the scenes. And just a little bit later on,
Sì,
I of
certo.
course have the
Faccio
actual
io.
commercial
Vai.
for you. The month of June, we're already in June. It feels like we are still in 2023, but that's all me. The month of June, I have more e-workshops waiting for you. Next week, of course, Jessica will join me and she will take you and me into the world of the new products launched by Magnetic and all of its distributors worldwide on the 15th of June. And we have a lot of ground to cover. A week later, Cheryl will be here together with me and she will explain the use of Seal and Protect. Seal and Protect, the professional nail hardener, the 3 treatments in one product that can fix almost any problem. She will take you and me into that world, the many ways of using it, and how you can upmarket this treatment into your salons. And lastly, in the month of June, Henriette will be here with Happy Summer Nails. And who else can you think of but Henriette when it's all about happy summer nails? Did you see the amazing video that Henriette posted today on Instagram, where she took the Classic Charms collection, the new Classic Charms collection, together with her in that beautiful red old-timer car? Well, I already saw the summer in shining in the eyes of Henriette and, of course, in that beautiful varnish of that amazing red car. Loved it, still love it. In the month of June, Seal and Protect is the product of the month. So 20% discount, not only with us, but with all of our distributors throughout the world. If you want to discover this amazing, but for professional use only, treatment product that hardens the natural nail, that can prevent lifting, protects the natural nail like a guard, and can be used as a standalone surface. All of that in a couple of weeks with Cheryl, but shop it now. These were my slides. After this, I have the commercial, but now we can go back to that amazing one stroke because I want to see what happens next.
Perfetto. Allora, io ora vorrei creare le foglie e per farlo mi serve un bel verde.
So, Noemi will now work on her green for the leaves.
Yeah, and this is very special because it looks like she's just going to use purple, again, the mixture,
Yeah,
but she's going to really mess up our world.
yeah, really.
Allora, qui ho il mio mix preparato con la polvere e il matte.
This is her mix that she prepared before with the extreme matte and the
Neon
pigment.
pigment green.
Yeah.
Non pulisco il mio pennello
She will not clean her brush
perché sfrutto i colori che ci sono dentro per andare a miscelarli con il verde.
because she's using the color that are inside of her brush to mix it with the green and create the perfect shade.
Ho bisogno di un verde che sia un pochino più, meno falso, un pochino più natura.
This is because she wants a green that's more natural, less fake.
Guardate
Yeah.
quanto è diverso.
You see how
Yeah.
already different it is.
Yeah, and that's of course because green and pink, which is what in the original mixture,
Yeah.
are complementary colors. So when they mix together, they become a natural shade of brown, blending into the green of the green intense color. So this is just a beautiful art technique that makes the difference between a fake nail or an artist creating art on a canvas.
Allora, mi prenda anche un po' di concentrato giallo,
This is a concentrate yellow
perché mi ripreparo il mio colore.
because she's now re-preparing her color.
Mhm.
So where the white is, she also adds a little bit of yellow.
To get even more color happening.
Yeah.
And the good thing with one stroking with gel is that it doesn't dry into your palette. So you just have this little amount and that's enough to create the whole design.
She takes now a little bit of concentrate red.
Oh, even more. But you see at home how tiny the amount of concentrate is. It still looks like a drop, but it's like more like a teeny tiny point.
Yeah. She put it in the side where the green was. And she's now working her brush again.
Sono sempre alla ricerca di un verde buono.
She always looking for a good green because she's not always satisfied. She thinks often that it's a little bit fake. So by adding yellow and pink and also the red concentrate, you will have the perfect shade of green.
Yeah, and in nature also the green petals always have the colors of the flowers in the petal.
Exactly.
And this is what she creates now. Amazing. Okay, new technique, new pattern. So pay close attention.
Allora, facciamo le foglie. Le foglie hanno un movimento un pochino più particolare.
So the leaves have a particular movement.
Ok. 1,
Mhm.
1,
2,
second movement,
3
3,
e il pennello è dritto.
and it ends straight.
Yeah, amazing. And she's using the smallest one from
Yeah.
the set, from the flower brush set by Magnetic Nail Design. 1,
2
2,
e 3.
And the last one.
Ovviamente la ripasso per essere sicura che mi piaccia.
She obviously goes on top of it again to make it perfect.
And you always already have the little veining in the leaves.
Yes,
Like the little-
this comes with the movement.
Yes, I understand, but it's just amazing.
Yeah,
Because it's one
crazy.
thing to understand it, but it's another thing to do or see it. Beautiful, Noemi.
And obviously the leaves are always tricky because you're at the end of your design, you don't have much space and you don't want to mess everything up. So they're, tricky.
Ok, ne facciamo un'altra.
We're making another one on the top of our nail.
People love what they're seeing in the comments. 1,
1, 2,
2. Oh.
3.
And to make the sharp tip, of course, you work with the brush vertically.
Yeah, straight.
La mettiamo in lampada
We will cure this.
Okay.
e poi la ripassiamo.
And we're making another layer again then.
Yeah, Cerisa says in the comments that because people are saying it looks so easy, but I guess that won't be true. And Cerisa said, but Noemi's really explaining it super clearly. So I think that if you want to create your homework, just take this e-workshop, put it next to you, and follow it step by step. And just fast forward when you think, oh, he's talking again too much. But step by step, just to go through the techniques that Noemi's showing you. And I think that after some practice, you are able to do this. I'm convinced.
Yeah, we're sure about it. She said it multiple times, practice will make this movement perfect.
May Liang, of course, the founder of Magnetic, she also tuned in, and May is saying to you, Noemi, you are a true artist, sending you roses.
Grazie, May. Thank you. Ok, ripeto.
Yeah, repeating.
Yeah, second
While
layer.
While Noemi is repeating, I have a question. Suppose you're afraid to do this. Could you also first do the flower, then use a thin coat of base on top to seal everything, buff it, and then do the green petals?
Se tu avessi paura in questo momento di fare le foglie, potresti chiudere
sì.
il fiore?
Sì,
Yes.
Sì.
Yeah, she said yes.
sì.
Okay, so Elvira, yes, that's possible.
Durante i corsi a volte lo si fa fare perché le ragazze quando riescono finalmente a realizzare un bel disegno poi hanno paura di storpiarlo, di rovinarlo e quindi in automatico molto spesso sì, lo facciamo chiudere e così che
Lo chiudi con il matte o una base top?
possono essere usate entrambe. La cosa importante è che in ogni caso sia ben catalizzato.
Okay, so she said that during classes this often happens. So yes, you can do it. Obviously, you can do with both base and top or extreme matte. But what's really important is that the flower underneath is really, really cured because
Yeah.
And as we know, sometimes extreme matte, if you push too much on your brush, you will take everything away with you. So be gentle with the brush, cure everything underneath really good, and then obviously you can go on.
Okay, I have one more question before we continue. Which brush is she using now? It's not the angular brush, but it's
No.
a little one, the square brush from the flower
Yes.
brush set.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sì.
okay.
Allora, in realtà i pennelli possono essere utilizzati tutti per fare tutto. Dipende molto dagli spazi che abbiamo. Ho poco spazio, uso un pennello più piccolo. Solo questa è la motivazione della scelta di questo pennello piuttosto che con questo.
Okay, she's working with the smaller brush because of the space that we have on our nail. So if you have much space, you can work with a bigger brush. If you have less space, you need to work with something smaller.
That sounds logical.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's important that we stress
really,
this.
really.
Play around a little bit. So it's not the brush, well, it is the brush that does it, but it's your insight into how to create these designs that will help you choose the correct brush at the correct moment. And no, the brush was not cleaned in between.
No,
That
no.
gives it that beautiful natural color.
Yeah.
Ilaria says, Ilaria Vancello, beautiful floral design. Noemi is a true artist. Anna Maria also said, when you start into mixing colors and creating this, then you're a real artist. And I see many comments. Of course, Magnetic Yerevan, Armenia is translating into Armenian. We have people joining us from Germany that are really excited about all of this. I'm in love with this nail art. Noemi sei favolosa. Noemi sei favolosa. It says Aurora Cristella. Amazing art. It is so stunning, Cindy says. And we know if Cindy says she's stunning, she's shaking her little tail feather. Brenda says, I'm speechless. So beautiful. And Brenda has, of course, her challenge. The winners of her challenge will be up right momentarily. Love this so much. Such a shame that she has no time to play, Magda says. Anna Maria says, once in my life, I want a Noemi art piece on my nails.
Anna Maria ha detto che vuole una tua nail art sulle unghie.
La faremo.
We will do it. We will do it.
So
Okay.
cool,
Okay.
eh?
Allora prendo solo un po' di bianco.
Now she's taking just a little bit of white on what she already had on the brush.
Only white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vado un po' più sotto.
Oh, she's not closing this also.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
she closed it. So you have to start a little bit lower than what you did before
yeah.
and a little bit, in a darker part.
And then she says, yeah,
you close it like we did with the flowers.
yeah. And then she said the typical way of saying, okay,
Yeah,
Oh.
easy.
easy.
So again, it's really important. Yeah, it's really important that you work with the right shade and darkness of the green that we did before, because again, if our leaf underneath was not dark enough, the part that she did on top, you will not see it.
Mhm.
And she added a little bit of white because in this way it's more visible and it's more vibrant.
And of course, turn the fingers of your client or the ColourPops as needed to create, to make it easier for yourself to create perfection. It goes in the light that gives me the time to go to the new color collection of Magnetic Nail Design. And this time we are launching 2 color collections. We have the classic charms for the more mature, elegant and classy ladies in our salons, and the selfies from Holland. And these are funkier, more summer colors, great for nail art, as Joanna already mentioned before, and just give you a little bit of Holland in your nail studios. So enjoy selfies from Holland. Yeah, and probably you think that my favorite is Pride Pink. I mean, probably, but no, my favorite is without a doubt Say Cheese, because not only is this a vibrant, lovely color of yellow, but it also reminds me every single time of very wise words that Jaap always tells me and all of our distributors and trainers and everybody in the company. You can only sell cheese if you tell the world and say cheese. So a double meaning here for the real magnetic aficionados. Anywho, the new collection available through all of our distributors from the 15th of June during our worldwide magnetic discount days. More about that both on Monday and on Wednesday next week, and we'll dive into all of the colors and everything we are launching. But you need to have Say Cheese. If not because you love magnetic, then because you understand that you need to tell the world that you have cheese. Let's go back to Noemi, because I want to see what this cheese will turn into.
Right now, she is still perfectioning her leaves.
Prendo sempre solo il bianco.
She's taking just only the white.
Only the white, okay.
Yeah, to make them more bright.
Yeah, because that was still the first layer
Yeah,
for that
exactly.
specific one.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be so scared that if I work on such a small petal, and then look at the definition in that upper petal, you really see the movement. It also reminds me of the fish tail of a mermaid.
Yeah, a little bit. What is happening right now, that's really tricky, because she's just using her tip, actually.
Okay.
So only the part that's with the white.
Only the corner of the square brush.
Yeah, that's really, really something technical.
Can we see that from side view, perhaps?
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
So not the whole brush is working, just the tiny tip.
There's only also product on the tiny tip.
Yeah.
Ok.
Okay.
She's happy.
Va bene.
We're curing it a little bit.
Ora
Michelle is saying in the comments, Michelle is of course one of our trainers and competition team leader together with Aletta about say cheese. Well, we have pecorino, mascarpone, gorgonzola, ricotta, grana padano, mozzarella, buffalo. So we have a lot of cheese to choose from tonight. Italian cheese, but worldwide cheese. Gerry says, oh my God, this is never going to work out for me. And she finds this easy. Well, Gerry, it's a matter of practicing. And everybody loves the commercial. And Gillian is called The Wizard by Natalia in the comments. So let's go back to you because, and Anna Maria says, we sell it all the cheeses we do. Yeah, we all know.
allora,
Okay.
mi organizzo per i dettagli.
She's now making the mix for the details. So we are nearly at the end.
Ok, matte, liner
And-
white,
Detailer number 1.
Yeah.
detailer number 1,
So extreme matte
Yeah.
is the clear.
extreme matte.
And a little bit of liner gel white.
Yes.
Yes. Lo miscelo così mi diventa un po' più fluido.
She mixed it to make it a little more fluid.
Yeah, a little thinner.
Yeah.
And also perhaps a little bit less covering,
Un pochino anche meno coprente.
Yes.
softer.
Yeah.
Okay, but what are you going to do?
Che cosa facciamo? Spieghiamo un
Allora,
attimo.
no,
prima
vado
di andare.
semplicemente a riprendere quelli che sono gli esterni lì dove mi dovesse servire. Ho già fatto tanto con il pennello, però lì dove serve praticamente potrei andare a creare delle piccole linee che vanno a indicare la direzione del pennello, dove
Ok.
del petalo.
Okay, so she will add the highlights where you already have the lightest part. But, so let's say on the on the outside part of the petals, let's say. But also, she draws some lines that are giving me the direction of the petals. So from the outside to the inside of them.
Helping the eye to see what it is you created.
Yes,
Defining it a little bit.
exactly. They must be really, really thin.
Veronica is asking, could we use for these details also a milky white gel polish?
Potrebbero usare anche un gel polish tipo lattiginoso?
No, no, perché non ha la stessa impronta di colore che ci serve per creare il dettaglio. No.
Okay. No, because it still, if we mix it with extreme matte, but still it has to give that impact in the design. And something milky is it's not enough.
Yeah, what I now understand what she's doing, and I kind of explained this. By taking the liner gel white, which is pure pigment, and taking a little bit of base and top or extreme matte, that acts like an accelerator almost, a thinning solution, to make it possible to paint thinner lines. It almost becomes like inked, that you can paint thin lines because it lowers the viscosity, it becomes thinner, so it takes easier off the tip of your brush, and then you are able to create thin lines. But you need the opacity, the vibrancy of liner gel white. So,
Still, yeah.
yes.
Okay, in this specific design, you see that on the very first petal that we created, they are quite already white. So over there, she's not adding much of these details. But if you need, so if your design stayed a little darker, then you can put a little more of these white details. So it depends on your design and how it is going. And for the leaves, she's doing the same.
L'importante è che siano veramente tanto sottili.
The most important thing is that they must be very, very, very thin.
Yeah, because otherwise it would really...
Messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to find a nicer word,
Yeah,
but this is
sorry.
really
Yeah.
very precise. Grazia Placentino says, hello everyone.
Ok, la facciamo catalizzare e poi finiamo con il centro del fiore.
We're curing it right now, and then we will finish with the very center of the flower.
And what will happen in the center of the flower, I wonder?
Che cosa succederà?
No, poco, facciamo poco, perché è un fiore che è chiuso e quindi si intravede poco.
We will not doing much because this flower is closed, so you will not see so much of it. But I'm sure it will add that detail that makes the difference. I'm really sure of it.
Okay, oh well, cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Ok, ho questo
più in basso.
spazio, ho
Okay,
questo spazio.
that's the space where we need the center of our flower.
Miscelo un po' di concentrato giallo.
She takes a little bit of the yellow concentrate
Yeah.
with extreme matte
Yeah.
e liner
Ok,
bianco.
e liner bianco.
So liner white, extreme matte, a little bit of yellow,
Prendo un po' di concentrato rosso.
and that's the mix that she's going to apply after this.
Oh yeah, because this is
This is
concentrate
red.
red.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So she prepared first everything. So the really center is made with concentrate red pure.
Okay, and then be careful that you use it very thin.
Yeah, and
And
right
then
now,
in the wet concentrate, she's doing something.
yes, she's putting some dots.
Oh.
Per ora devo entrare dentro il concentrato.
Right now, these have to blend with the concentrate.
Yeah, so it softens it.
Yeah. So they're going in the red. That's why she's working wet on wet.
Lo faccio catalizzare un secondo.
Just 1 second in the lamp. Cosa hai preso?
Solo liner white con il giallo.
Okay.
Now she took just liner white with yellow. And she's making again those dots.
With the detailer number 1. And
Yeah.
these dots are placed slightly further in the flower than the original dots.
Yes.
So we have like a multi-layered dot.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I love it.
Ok, ho usato prima il concentrato rosso perché all'interno c'era la profondità e poi dopo alla fine doveva esserci il punto luce di quella che è la parte finale del fiore.
Okay, so the darker part made with the concentrate red was in the darkest part of the center of our flower, but she creates these more levels of the dots. So first with yellow in the red, then yellow, then a little bit of more white, because the light is going inside the flower, so you have this dimension and you really get where the light is coming. That's
I'm
the trick.
speechless.
Yeah,
I'm just speechless.
it's amazing, really amazing.
But it is really how it works in art, because of course the light filters through, and while it enters the flower, it actually creates shadows because the flower petals bend. So you have shadowy parts, darker parts, lighter parts, and that all makes it so realistic and beautiful. Oh, I cannot wait to see how you will finish it. Oh,
Ok,
Maria says it's really like a peony rose with a little bit of yellow in the center. And Grazia Placentino says the flower is really realistic. Great, Noemi, I love you.
grazie. Ok, e ora
May also says that this design is so beautiful.
lo lascio così.
She's happy with it.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
You
now
finish.
comes the little finishing touch.
that's it. She decided to finish it like this.
Okay,
But she wants you to, she wants us to translate for her something about composition. So she made a set, yeah, with this flower,
Allora,
and she would like to give you some tips about how you can combine and make a set with this one-stroke technique.
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Normalmente quando facciamo una decorazione diventa importante come realizzarla nel set delle unghie.
So when we make a nail art, it's really important that this fits into the set, so with the other nails.
Abbiamo 5 unghie ed è importante non esagerare troppo, secondo me, a parer mio, con la decorazione.
So we have 5 nails, but it's important not to do too much on those nails. So for
Okay.
her, it's important not to overdo.
Ho bisogno di focalizzare l'attenzione su un dettaglio, però è bello che magari tutte le altre unghie ci sia un ritorno di quello che è la decorazione.
So our focus must go to one detail, but it's beautiful if the other nails, so the last 3 that we have that are not decorated, have something that's inside our design. So maybe a color, glitter, or whatever, something that goes with the design itself.
Queste sono 2 unghie che si avvicinano, ovviamente tutto dipende molto dalla lunghezza dell'unghia.
So these 2 nails are they're together. They're nice.
Yeah, they are next to each other.
Yeah, next to each other. But it really depends on the length of the nail.
Quindi su unghie lunghe possiamo anche fare una composizione come questa e sulle unghie corte faremo solo una parte di questa decorazione.
So on longer nails we can do like this design, more complete. If we work on shorter nails, obviously it must be smaller.
Oppure possiamo comunque riprendere quello che è il colore che c'è all'interno del fiore per farlo sulle altre unghie.
For example, we can take the color that's inside our design, for example, this kind of fuchsia color, and put it on the other nails.
Yeah.
L'importante è che quella che è una decorazione che potrebbe essere anche gradevole su una tip non sia esagerata poi sulle mani. Deve rimanere sempre un po' di eleganza.
What's really important for her, that a design that's good on tips must be good also on the nails. So for her, it's very important that elegance is there. Yeah.
Ok,
Vuoi aggiungere qualcos'altro?
voglio aggiungere no. Diciamo che le cose più importanti sono queste. I movimenti della One Stroke, abbiamo visto qualche movimento in questa design della One Stroke. Esiste anche tanto altro. La vera difficoltà in questa tecnica è quando si lavora sicuramente sempre più in piccolo.
Okay, so with this demo we saw some of the movements of the one stroke. What's really difficult actually is working really small. So it's not the movement itself, but at one point when you manage that, make it every time smaller, it's what is really challenging.
Però è se si apprende questa tecnica è una tecnica che in poco riesce a fare tutto quello che deve fare. Colora, disegna, colora e sfuma. E quindi sarebbe molto importante riuscire ad apprenderla perché nel salone aiuta parecchio quando vuoi creare qualcosa di diverso.
So this technique for her is important to learn because you do multiple things at one time. You draw, you make the shades, and you color at the same time. So in the salon, if you want to do something different, something with impact, it's really handful to know this technique. Yeah.
It's a very effective way
It is.
to work.
It is.
But I have the question here. Do you finish the nails with top coat
Yes.
on the client?
Sì, ovviamente la chiudi con dei top coat. Sì, sempre.
Top gel.
Top gel. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Supreme Finish. Io preferisco il Supreme Finish, ma mi piace anche l'effetto opaco.
Okay, so obviously you close it with a top gel. You can either choose for Supreme Finish or Extreme Matte. It goes with what you prefer. She likes it shiny. Yeah.
Ad esempio, questa la chiudiamo con il
And there we see
Supreme.
the change.
This one we seal it with Supreme Finish.
Yeah.
E poi vediamo la differenza con il matte.
Okay.
Dipende molto da quella che è il piacere che ha l'onicotecnica, che dovrebbe sempre consigliare la propria cliente. Però insomma in entrambi i casi comunque si può chiudere sia con un lucido che con un altro, ovviamente l'effetto è differente.
Okay, so the effect will be different, of course, if you're making it shine or matte, but she thinks that us as nail technician, we have to give our opinion to the client and say what's better with the design. So it's really what you like more.
E secondo me una cosa che diventa molto bella in un design come questo è l'aiuto e l'ausilio di altri elementi, quindi diventa molto importante il fondo. Ora noi abbiamo fatto un fondo liscio, però una bella sfumatura sotto, qualche creazione con gli stamping, diciamo che rendono poi ancora un pochino più particolare questo design.
Okay, so what's really important for her, and it's something that you can add to your design to make it more interesting, is also working on the background. So she often does some shadings on the background, like 2 colors, but you can also add some stampings or glitters or gold leaf, for example. So you can still also work on the background to make it more interesting. We see now the end result in both shine and matte.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
really, really
The shiny version blends it all a little bit more together, and the matte version is a little bit more clear to see.
Yes. Sì.
Brava.
Okay. It really goes with your what you prefer.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go to the, yeah. Amazing. It's really, really beautiful. I think you need to prepare for the screenshot moment.
Yeah.
So you can use the side view monitor for that, because I need to go to the winners of 2 weeks ago. And it's early, it's only 16 minutes past 9. So you see how fast one stroke is, because Noemi and Victoria explained a lot, but it flew by the time. So 2 weeks ago, we had Brenda here, and Brenda was doing a Shape It challenge. Make a faded inlay design using glitter, flakes, and 2 or more technical products on one hand, and no tips or training fingers. So, the winners. The winner takes it all. Brenda's general feedback. First, I want to thank all the participants for joining this live e-workshop. I really love to see what all of your creations are and enjoyed all the sweet feedback I got from all of you after the live show. I've chosen 3 winners, but it was not easy. The first winner is from the Netherlands. Yes, Netherlands is in the house. Congratulations. I really like your color choice, and I love that you use the 3 fingers in the middle as accent nails, and the 2 other are more a neutral look. I really love the shape. Congratulations, Melanie Vleugel. Congratulations, Melanie Vleugel. A real Dutch theme with the Go Orange, the orange color, of course, of football. But this beautiful set, well done, Melanie. Congratulations from Brenda and from all of us here at Nail Talk Live. The second winner is from Ireland. And this girl, the general consensus is, or the feedback, congratulations. I really love how you use different types of nail art designs in your inlay. And all those colors are giving me summer vibes. If I can give you one advice, make sure you really clean the hands and cuticles before taking a picture, because it draws my attention away. Just wash or scrub the hands. Or if you don't have access to water, use a baby wipe to clean off all the dust, with a little winky. But other than that, I really like your set from Ireland, Lindsay McCarthy. Congratulations, Lindsay. Congratulations with your very summery and lively nails. Well done. Congratulations, Lindsay. Beautiful, beautiful work. And the last winner is from Germany. And first I want to say, wow. I love this shape. It's my favorite, and the length is to die for. I really love your choice of color. It really pops off the screen. Your set really took my attention right away when I received the photos. I don't know if it's the pictures, but the pinky nail looks longer or the same length as the rest. Make sure you make the pinky nail a bit shorter than the rest. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I really love this one from Germany, Aurora Di Donato. Congratulations, Aurora, with your beautiful, beautiful, very long nails. Well done, congratulations, well done. I'm so happy that you participated this evening from the Netherlands, Ireland and Germany. Once again, Melanie Vleugel, Lindsay McCarthy and Aurora Di Donato, congratulations. This is the prize that we will send to you later this week. Of course, 2 boxes of Shape Its, Power Gel Sparkling Pink, that wonderful shade of Power Gel, Blush Gel Glassy, and of course the Unicorn Flakes in that beautiful silverish tone. Congratulations once more. We will ship this to you, and please enjoy your prize, because you and all the others that participate in the homework is what makes us so happy when we're doing this. Congratulations once more from here to all of you. Well, 2 weeks from now, I'm very curious to see what the homework will be and who will be the winner, because I cannot wait to see what kind of one-stroke designs you will make. So, perhaps it's also fun if you show your very first try and then the actual work that you send in as your homework, because I'm also very curious to see the advancement. Anyhow, we go back to Noemi, of course, for her final reveal.
Yes, we prepared for you for the screenshot. Yeah.
There we go. Now, it is just absolutely bravissimo. So, yeah. We go, of course, always 3, 2, 1, screenshot. And there it was. Let's do one more just because we can.
We can.
3, 2, 1, screenshot. Well done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
We would like, to show
No.
you a little more designs.
Yes, I would love.
The first one are the one of the other live that we did on Monday.
Yeah, when I had to find the awesome crystals.
Yeah. All of these designs are made on lighter backgrounds.
Yeah, I see. But of course, that's more challenging.
It is.
Yes, you can check here on that screen over there to make your composition of the color pops. Because even the screenshot has to be artistic.
It is. So you see, these are 3 very different designs. Their background is lighter, so it goes also with this season.
Yeah.
Obviously, the one in the middle is the most challenging because you see it's really small.
Yeah,
it has
and
a lot of petals, and it's a rose, so it's it's really challenging. And the leaves are not typical green, so that's also something different, vero? Le tue foglioline non sono verdi?
No.
Okay.
Fantasy flowers.
Yeah.
Yes, fantasy flower.
Yes, beautiful. Let's go again, because of course 3, 2, 1, screenshot. Yeah, beautiful. Love
Vuoi aggiungere
that.
qualcosa su questi design?
No, è un'idea per come loro potrebbero creare sicuramente il loro design, quindi è solo un'idea tra le tante che come loro potrebbero lavorare, e poi tutto il resto è sempre creatività e deve parlare sempre di noi, quindi...
So we wanted to show you some ideas to make your homeworks. Just some inspiration, but she always wants for you to have something of yourself, of your creativity in your design. So put something of yourself in here in this one stroke too. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? I've known Noemi, I think we were talking during dinner, I think that I know Noemi of 14 or 15 years. And every time that I see work of Noemi, I am mesmerized by the beauty of it and the great talent that she is. So I'm very proud that, of course, Noemi, but also Victoria, are magnetic national trainers for Italy, and they are spreading the word and showing Italy and us tonight these beautiful techniques. So thank you. Thank you, Noemi. Thank you, Victoria, because translating is definitely not easy. Thank you for coming here to Holland and showing all of this to all of our viewers.
You're welcome, really, really welcome. We're thankful to be here and have this possibility. Ovviamente ringraziamo.
Assolutamente, grazie a tutti, grazie per la vostra attenzione, è stato un piacere condividere con voi e spero di vedere presto i vostri lavori.
So she thanks thank you to everybody. Thank you for watching, to be here with us. And she's looking forward to see your homework.
May loves the red one with the red one stroke, and Deborah as well, because it's really different than what she ever saw. And just before we finish, the last time, the homework. What is the homework? Because I see your question, you have to make 2 sets of at least 3 tips. So 2 times 3, in which you play around with the different colors in the one-stroke technique. So I hope that answers your question, Heidi. So 2 sets of 3 tips. You have 2 weeks to complete your homework, and thusly the deadline is set on June 19th. Upload your homework through the link that you can find in the album One Stroke. If anything needs improvement, Jessica will contact you and you will get another chance to participate. But do not forget to submit your step-by-step photos and the final photo showing all of your work together. If you do that, you will get the very first Nail Talk Live e-certificate for Noemi Iba and her one-stroke class. So that is a special edition that you have to keep and treasure. But 3 of you have a chance to win this amazing prize, the whole new Selfies from Holland collection, all 6 shades, Extreme Matte Top Gel, the flower brush set, so these are the brushes that Noemi uses, and the neon pigment purple and pink. So that is something to break a little sweat over. Play around, practice, and be amazed by what you are able to do. And do not forget to show your clients. But take that advice. Don't show the most complicated ones. Show the ones that you're very comfortable with, because you can do those relatively quickly in your salon, making it an affordable option for nail art for your clients. And by doing it more often, you actually get more advanced and you're able to tuning everything down, making it smaller, as that is the biggest challenge for one stroke. Once again, Noemi and Victoria, thank you for being here. I really enjoyed it. Will you come back?
Torniamo?
Torniamo.
Yeah, we will, of course.
That's a deal. Of course, I also want to thank all of you watching, and I want to thank Gillian for making all of this possible again this evening. If you have any questions whatsoever, if you want to have information about an Italian distributor, if you want to know how to become a distributor, if you want to know how to become a trainer, or if you want to get in contact with your local magnetic trainer, don't hesitate and contact me at head office, at headquarters, by sending me an email to info@magneticnaildesign.com, or contact me through Messenger on Facebook. Insta is not my thing. Use Messenger on Facebook and I will always reach out back to you and try to help you as best as I can. This was our e-workshop for this Wednesday evening. Next week, it's all about the new products that we're launching, not this weekend, but the weekend after, on the 15th of June. So that means that on Monday, Luella will join Cerisa and me and show us easy techniques with the Shape-Its and all the other products. And on Wednesday, in the International e-workshop, Jessica will join me and show what her inspiration brought forth when she met these new products. So a fun week ahead of us. Tomorrow I will have a Dutch podcast about the event that we're doing next week, but that is it is in Dutch, but if you want to join, you're of course welcome. Tomorrow, Friday at 3 o'clock, then you can join us for the podcast about the Nail Talk Live event. This was it for this evening, and of course, it is now 2 minutes to 9:30, so we're right on schedule. Thank you all. May says also to you, see you again soon, Noemi, and say hello to Giuseppe.
May dice che ci vediamo presto e di salutare Giuseppe.
Grazie, grazie May. Thank you, thank you.
Of course, Noemi is a great artist and Giuseppe is very nice. On that little note, I wish you a marvelous evening. Enjoy Selfies from Holland and see you next time. See you at Nail Talk Live.